Greetings, fellow gamers. We have another interesting one for you all today. This one is called The Stone of Madness, and it is a single-player game. It's a stealth tactical RPG that should have an interesting story to it. It takes place in a 17th century monastery. It was developed by the Game Kitchen and released in January of 2025. And it has an average play time of between 15 and 30 plus hours for those 100%ers. It's available on all platforms. That's what Google says anyway. Everything but mobile. And it's got a regular price on Steam of $29.99. You all know when I say regular price, that means that it can frequently go on sale. So we're gonna dive in and check this game out and see what it's all about. So we're gonna do the prologue. And it looks like we have some different game modes here. Let's see, we have story mode, a calmer or narrative focused experience. A balanced experience, the option recommended by developers. A balanced difficulty that will keep you on your toes. And despair mode, a harder, less forgiving experience. Excuse me, well, this is my first time playing this, so we're gonna do the story mode so we can learn the game.
It is the year of our Lord, 1799. I write these lines from a lost monastery in the Pyrenees, whose name and existence few know. Although I came here as a guest, I am now a prisoner. Monastic life goes on with apparent normality behind these walls. But know this: serious events are being concealed. Long ago, an order of His Majesty directed that a part of this monastery be dedicated to the care of the insane and the sick. Madness and despair, conveniently kept away from civilization's sight. But there is something else, something darker. Luckily, I am not alone. A group of companions and I are planning our escape. Behind the walls of our cell, we have discovered a hidden room, from which we are in preparations for a desperate escape. We must confront violence, corruption, and our own fears. I am Father Alfredo Martin, and I have been locked up for trying to expose the corruption in this place. Thus begins our tale. May God have mercy on our souls, or whatever is left of them.
Alright, that was quite the intro. I loved the cartoons. The animated intro was really pretty, and it kind of set up our story here. So I guess this is us and the circled character here. Let's see, move it, woman. This will teach you not to hit and bite, you damn savage. Arr, let me go for pity's sake. I swear to you, I do not have what you seek. If you take me there, they'll hurt me. Let me go. Our orders are clear. You've caused enough trouble, always crying wolf. How many times have we had to come to your cell with you screaming your head off to find out nothing was going on? I understand your doubts, Father Alfredo. This woman has stolen a great stone, has stolen a stone of great value for the one I serve. You're a reputable investigator and can help me recover it. Interesting. So she stole a stone of great value for the one I serve. So I wonder who he serves, and if the stone is the Stone of Madness, which is the title of our game here. That's enough. Let go. It's strange for the guards to take an inmate away in such a rush and violently, even more so doing it in secret. I've heard that some patients have disappeared over the last few weeks. This time it's true they want to hurt me. We are looking for something. They are looking for something I don't have. They take me at night when you're not watching. Ah. Alright, so I guess this is us. What the guards and other people in the monastery will detect is determined by their cone of vision. Nevertheless, if you aren't committing an offense such as rummaging through other people's boxes and chests, you have nothing to worry about. Alright, so our mission here at the beginning, get to the other side of the gate. Alright, this is something we can interact with, a mechanism. Wonder if we can go through this door. No. This is really, just first impressions, this is so pretty. I mean, it looks like I'm looking at a cell of an animation. It's beautifully watercolored and extremely detailed. Let's see if we can interact with the candle. I don't have an oil lamp. We can't interact with any of the people. Let's see, some actions are allowed for inmates. Interact with this poster to read it. Attention, to open the gate, a security lever has been installed to the west of the square. This will prevent inmates from reaching the garden. Alright, so that must be the lever that we saw here. And I guess this allows us to see the guard's cone of vision here. Alright, so we opened our gate. Alright, so we made it through the gate. I wonder if we can go in this room here. We cannot. Get to the garden gate and try to open it. There are certain areas in the monastery that are off limits to inmates, so make sure no one sees you wandering around them. A red sign will appear at the top of the screen while you are in a forbidden area. Interact with the bushes to hide. Okay. Use B to crouch behind tall objects. Okay. I wonder if we can loot any items yet. Nope. Alright, so I guess we're playing hide in the bushes here.
Now he's ready.
Everyone in the garden, time for a walk. Now I can walk around the garden safely, it's allowed. The gate seems to be locked with a key. Alfredo needs to search the surroundings to find it. Alright, so I want to see if we can loot any of these boxes. If there's anything that we can pick up. Nothing. Okay, we can interact with her. Good morning, Father. You seem a bit restless this morning. What's agitating you so? None of your business, old woman. Do tell, how do you know I'm a priest? Before me I see an old gossip with many sins to confess. This old woman's name is Agnes, and I'm very observant. Fear not, hardly anyone knows your true identity. Someone is very intent on keeping it that way, but you already know that. That poor young lady caught your eye, didn't she? The scoundrels dragged her out of our cell. I'm so worried about her. So, do you know her? Naturally? Please let me know if you find out anything. Come back and talk to old Agnes whenever you want, Father. I can be of great help in the future. I'll keep that in mind, Agnes. Thank you for your help. Pleased to meet you. Okay. I wonder if we can get in. Yep, we can get in the room now. Obtain the key that leads to the corridor. So I see keys hanging there. Alright, we have the key. Now we can leave the garden. We can loot here. Oh. I want to loot that barrel there. Let's just grab everything we can. I wonder if we can loot this chest too. Oh, we can. Of course we're gonna take all. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so we have the key. And we can't loot these chests over here? There's nothing to take over here? I guess not. Alright, so we got through. You can move stealthily behind low obstacles to avoid being seen by the characters on the other side. Striped vision areas striped vision areas indicate that you will be invisible there as long as you move stealthily. Okay, so we have to be crouched and we have to be in that striped area of the cone. We can loot anything here. Let's duck. Can't interact with any of that. Can't interact with that. interact with that. Alright, cross the corridor. Cross the corridors, avoid your fears as best you can. Each protagonist has a series of negative disorders that define them. For instance, Alfredo's sanity will decrease every time he is near a violent situation or a corpse due to his Christian beliefs. Okay, so I guess that's a corpse up there. You can interact with buttons, so I guess we have to get up there and press that button. Oh, that's our... Okay, interesting. That's the body there. Alright, so that opened our door. Let's see. The first interrogation was unsuccessful. She will not say where she is hiding the object. We're taking her to the cells near the gallery. It's more suitable environment for this endeavor. Okay? So I guess that's where they took the girl. We can't interact with any of these boxes. Over here, Hatman, hee hee, we can talk for a bit even though you can't see me. Sounds like the voice of a little girl. What are you doing there, little girl? Are you in trouble? No, sir, I'm just playing around. I love exploring the monasteries, tunnels, and hideouts. There are so many. That way those pesky nuns can't bother me. They hardly ever let me play. I'm so sorry, you're a very brave girl. I'm looking for a woman with blonde hair. Have you seen her around? Yes, the bad men took her through that gate. Luckily, I stole their key and left it unlocked. But you had better play with me next time. Promise? Bye. Thanks, little one. Wait a minute. Do you know that woman? Why are you helping me? Seems like she already left. Okay. So we have a little girl in a hidey hole. Let's see if we can loot this. This we're gonna take all. Alright, let's see. The animas are supernatural beings that roam the monastery at certain times of the day. They are only visible in well-lit areas. If they attack, the victim's sanity will be diminished. Alfredo can paralyze them for a while using his blessing skill. Alright, so it looks like we have some abilities that we can equip. So let's see if there's a menu for abilities. Let's see, pause, options. No, this is not what we want. Alright, let's see what's in our menu here. Alright, so we have our characters, and it's showing skills. Let's see, I wonder if these are skills that we have right now. Let's see what they are here. Priest. Alfredo is a priest, has dedicated his life to his faith. His experience allows him to go unnoticed as long as he wears the right garment. Be careful, some people will recognize him anyway. Oil lamp. Alfredo illuminates the darkest areas of each room with his oil lamp. He can also use it to light other objects such as candles. Be careful, if you put it away, it will go out. Okay. Use a crucifix and the power of his faith. Alfredo can paralyze cursed animas for a few seconds. He can also bless the sinister gargoyles that Amelia is not. So Amelia is not afraid of them. All right, I don't know who Amelia is. Alfredo can follow tracks and investigate clues that normally go unnoticed by other people. What are they hiding? In order to examine them, he needs light. So it looks like in the little video there, they're showing like little footsteps on the floor there. Okay, read. In a world where few can read, the written word is a method to hide information. Members of the group who can read can retrieve useful information from signs, plaques, and books. Among their pages, indecipherable for many books are filled to the brim with all kinds of knowledge. By candlelight, Alfredo can study them to gain knowledge. Okay. Alfredo belongs to the Jesuit order and has been a missionary and thus knows how to treat many wounds. With his knowledge can clean bandages. With his knowledge and clean bandages, the group's health is in good hands. Okay. Okay. Disorders. Fear of corpses. Alfredo cannot stand violence, which is why he cannot tolerate the sight of corpses or unconscious people. Due to his moral convictions, he cannot even touch them. Interesting. Okay. So are we supposed to be touching the corpses and unconscious people? Let's see, this looks like our little mission objective menu here. Starry Door Gardens. Okay, so I guess this is like our map. All right, this is showing inventory. We have some items here. Rubble. All right, so it looks like there might be some crafting involved here. Searching for materials to reuse. All right, what is this? A wood? The wood from the forest surrounding the monastery can be used to make numerous items. Lenora can stun her enemies by hitting them with planks. Okay, we haven't encountered Lenora yet. Crucifix. This sacred object offers protection against the presence of the evil one in the monastery. Father Alfredo can bless with it. It breaks with use. Interesting. Alright, what's this? Revelations. The power of faith. With a blessing from his crucifix, Alfredo can now permanently expel an anima from the monastery or destroy any of the monstrous gargoyles within its walls. So I guess this is like a little mini skill tree. And it looks like you need a certain number of units of whatever those things are. They look like little books. And we have one, and these numbers are pretty high. I wonder if this is a thing where you have to get enough and then you can buy these. And those numbers are really high numbers, so I wonder if you can only pick one. Or if you get multiples of them, can you switch those? Like if you have to pick one to use at any time, or if you get access to all of them. That'll be an interesting mechanic. Let's see, Codex, Witch's Cauldron. And looks like they have a little picture of the old lady up there next to that. So I wonder if these are things that the old lady crafts. It's showing ingredients that we would need with a number to craft. So this is obviously crafting. Interesting. Oh, we have another person crafting. So this person, I guess, makes these things. Okay. All right, and this is our what we've learned so far as like how we can maneuver the world, I guess, showing us like how to do stuff, which that's kind of cool that they supply that. All right, let's continue. All right, I guess we already looted that. I don't have an oil lamp. All right, let's see. Select the blessed skill with the D-pad left or right. Aim with left trigger to throw, with Y to stun the anima. All right, let's see. All right, oil lamp. Okay, so we want that one. Let's see, aiming. All right, so the aiming gives us this periphery. Let's see. All right, so we stunned it. All right, and we escaped. This game saves automatically. During the tutorial, there are save points between objectives, allowing you to comfortably learn the basic mechanics. Normally, the game saves at the start and end of each day. Interesting. Okay. Wonder how long that is. Let's see what this says. To the gallery. All right, the group +1 knowledge. Oh, I see. So every time you read something, is that how that works? Yep, look, we have 2 books now. We only had 1 before. So I guess every time he reads something, he gains, I guess they're called knowledge points. Okay. So we need to try to read everything. All right, area discovered, Hall of Paintings. Go to the end of the corridor. The guard's cone of vision are divided into 2 zones, short range and long range. The long range area is affected by darkness and it will become striped. As long as you move stealthily within the striped area, you will be invisible in the shadows. Okay. Alright, so light and darkness. Cross the room without being seen. Alright, press B to crouch. The guards won't see you if you stay in the shadows as long as you're far enough away. Okay. I want to read this plaque so we can get our... Oh, it's too dark to read. Alright, I guess we'll have to come back to that. Alright, can we loot this? Well, we got fabric, some fabric, and shreds of clothing. Their colors are as varied, like the scents they give off. They can be useful for crafting items and tools. So we'll take that. Alright, Alright, so it's showing us more of the room. What was that? So I guess we have to go to that little room there. It might be her. Alright, and it's showing us the room. Alright. The lamp, take the oil lamp. I don't have an oil lamp. Alright, so we have to find an oil lamp. Alright, well, let's search this stuff. And we'll take whatever that is. What is that? Parts. Remains of gear nails and old mechanisms. A bunch of different materials. These can be combined. Alright, so this is crafting materials. Can we loot this other little stack? Doesn't look like it. What do we have here? We have a painting. Take the oil lamp. Okay, so we have a lamp. Alfredo can follow tracks on the ground, which will be revealed by the light of his lamp. When he follows them, he will find clues to investigate, revealing new knowledge, objects, or even new paths. Alright, go to the south cell. What's this? Oh, look at that, like an armoire cabinet we can get into. That'll be handy. I wonder if we'll have to, like, hide from guards in there. Can we take that? Okay, so that's our lamp. Aim. No, we don't want to bless anything. Alfredo can investigate clues using his lamp. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we get some glowy footsteps here. Oh, the window blew our lamp out. Alright, hold on. Let's close the window. And our lamp is not working. Alright, so we need fire to light our lamp. Alright, what's this? One of the notes among all the papers seems useful. The key to the solitary confinement cell should not remain with the rest. We've decided to keep it behind the painting in the lounge. I have to follow this clue. Okay, alright. Okay, so they're showing us very clearly where the key is, so I guess we need that. So we'll grab that. I'm really loving how this game looks. Like, it really does look like a watercolor painting. It's so detailed. I mean, look at all the detail just in the cobble, on the floor, on the walls. The color palette's really beautiful. South Solitary Confinement Cell by orders of the Inquisitor, keep dark. Okay. Alright, we got a guy in here. We interact with? Okay.
Eduardo was crouched down in a dirty corner. The terror he felt towards the darkness had paralyzed him.
Right, fair warning. I just took a big gulp of my fizzy drink, and if I belch, apologies. Alright, let's see. Poor man, what have they done to you? Eduardo trembles on the floor, curled up under the only torch in the cell. My intuition tells me there's something more behind this. I must follow them. This might be my chance to gather evidence about the Inquisitor's schemes and bring him to justice. Eduardo makes sounds, unable to speak. He nods anxiously, okay? I haven't seen you for several days. This explains everything. Be at peace, brother. I remember your fear of the dark. I will help you leave this cell. I have a lamp. Okay, so I'm afraid I'm gonna need your help. You're the biggest man I know, and your strong arms could be useful. I'm looking for a woman. I think she's in danger. Will you help me? Eduardo's still trembling. Eduardo smiles, making an affirmative sound. God bless you. Let's get out of here and see what fate awaits us. New character unlocked, Eduardo. Okay, the group doesn't know much about Eduardo, but after years of imprisonment, he has become mute and developed remarkable strength to move heavy objects and craft various tools. So it looks like it's showing us his skills. So the little video showing him placing planks over like what looks like a pit. See, Eduardo can lift large planks of wood, transport them, place them in certain areas, creating bridges and granting access to previously inaccessible locations. Throw rubble. Thanks to his enormous strength, Eduardo can throw rubble a long way, making noise all around him. Nearby characters will turn towards the noise for a few moments. Okay, so he can, it looks like he can distract guards. Looting in the dark. While in the dark, Eduardo draws on his inner strength and searches through chest boxes and other objects at astonishing speed. I thought he doesn't like to be in the dark, so how can he use his ability if he's scared? Alright, Eduardo can use a crowbar to force locks and open doors or destroy all kinds of boxes and furniture. But he will make a lot of noise doing so. He can also break mirrors. Interesting. I don't know what mirrors have to do with this. Some mechanic we have not encountered yet. Alright, so let's see. Unblock the path with Eduardo to get to the other side. When Eduardo stays in the shadows, his sanity gradually diminishes, his mind torments him, reminding him of the years he spent in solitary confinement with no other company than the darkness and his own thoughts. Alright, so is it saying that we have to use him? All characters can call each other to coordinate their actions. Hold X to increase the call range, then release so that group members in the area begin to follow you. Press X again to cancel. Okay, so this is how we get him to follow us. Or we can light these torches. That'll be helpful. Because he doesn't like darkness. Alright, so X. Okay, so it has a little join, like a little link. Press up and down on the D-pad to switch between characters. You can open the quick menu with LB. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. That's how we switch. Okay. I like that they have different colored circles, so it's really clear who you've got, who you're controlling. Alright. Let's grab him again. So we need to get by the guard there. I guess he didn't look at us enough. Eduardo can push large objects. Interact with this block to move it. Okay. Looks like that. This guy doesn't have a cone up here. It's not highlighting. Oh, I guess we talked to him, okay? Hush. This way, father. My apologies, brother. I know we shouldn't be here. We must have gotten lost. Turns to Eduardo. Calm down, my friend. Everything's fine. Eduardo backs away in fear. No need to apologize. We have a common goal. I'm looking for that poor woman as well. I don't know what you're talking about. Ew, no wonder they call him Grimoso. His presence is revolting and his breath is foul? I think that's supposed to say foul. They left the L out. However, seeing the other inmates bow before him is funny. Haha. I don't know who that guard is talking. Alright, the guards took the girl to the cell on the opposite side of the chamber. I would follow you, but we brothers are not allowed to enter. I know you can do it. I must go. I don't feel well. Alfredo. I don't know if I can trust him. Who can a friar serve but God? At least I know where I should go. Did he mention a stone? Alright, so we have a new area here. Guard is preventing us from entering the cell, Eduardo. You are strong, my friend. Could throw some rubble to make him busy distracting. Nods. I think we can find some in that room. The voice acting, the voice sounds really good. I think we can find some in that room. Alright. So, thanks to his enormous strength, Eduardo can throw rubble a long way, making noise all around him. Nearby characters will turn towards the noise for a few moments. Okay. So I guess that's what we have to do. We have to have him throw the stone, and Alfredo runs into the little room. Okay. Alright, we have to get stones first in the other room, though. Alright, so let's become Eduardo. Oh, there's another little thing to read there. Alright, I want to become him. I want to see if I can at least read that text. Promenade Hall. The presence of inmates is permitted, provided that they are under the supervision of a guard. Okay. Alright, let's become Eduardo again. correct? The guards. Okay. Let's see. Inmates of the monastery are familiar with Eduardo, and they are not as suspicious of him as they are of a newcomer like Alfredo. Even if he carries out forbidden actions, the inmates will not shout out or report him. Okay. So I guess inmates will report on other people. Okay. Can we interact with any of this stuff here? Can he get knowledge points? I can't read, I guess not. What is all this? Is there anything hidden? Okay, let's grab everything there. Okay. We have a closet. We have a door. I need a crowbar. Okay, so you can get in the room. What's in here? We have some boards. Alright, we'll take those. Let's get you over here. Alright, so it looks like we only have the one ability right now anyway, and that's to throw the rubble. Alright, let's see. Left trigger, aim. Okay, our left thing throws things. So let's throw it over here. Y throw. No, only one hurt stuff. Let's try to throw it more in the middle of them. To him now. Alright, we have a woman. Oh, she looks pissed. Looking at Eduardo, this is not the woman we are looking for. He whines, straining his throat. What are you standing there for? Get me out of here, you bastards. I won't let you do to me what you did to her. Eduardo shrinks back in fear. Calm down, girl. We're friends. We're not here to do you any harm. Has a blonde woman been here? We're looking for her. I'm sorry, I'm a little tense. My name is Lenora. Okay, so this is Lenora. I saw how they were mistreating that poor girl and I couldn't help but intervene. Damn them. Have you been fighting the guards? Good God. I'm not scared of them. That's what I thought. I'm Alfredo, and this is my friend Eduardo. Sorry we can't go into more detail, but we're trying to help the woman you're talking about. Then get me out of here. I want to rescue that poor girl. Those brutes have stored my things in that box on top of the scaffold. I could use the lockpicks inside to open the cell lock. Very well, Lenora, we accept your help. Your bravery will be of great aid in our quest. Wait here while we get your things. But please try not to hurt anyone else. Lenora is not afraid to resort to violence. She can stun guards with blows or even kill them with her knife. On the other hand, her violin helps keep the group's morale high. Alright, so let's see what her skills are. Knockout. Lenora uses a wood plank to hit her target with all her might. The victim will be knocked unconscious for a while. She can also use it to destroy mirrors. They keep bringing up mirrors in this. I wonder what role those will play. Alright, assassinate. Lenora can murder those she considers her enemies with her knife. However, when doing so, she cannot help but feel remorse. Her victims will take several days to be replaced. That's interesting. So it seems like there's gonna be like a time element in this game, because they've talked about like day and night skills, and that guards will be replaced at the end of a day and things like that. So that's kind of an interesting mechanic. Let's see. Climb wall. Not even the walls can stop Lenora from achieving what she set out to do. She can climb up or down certain walls if they have some type of grip, such as vines or ledges. And lockpicking. Lenora can use lockpicks to unlock doors and padlocks silently. A surprising skill for a young woman from a wealthy family, though perhaps not so much given that her father is a watchmaker. Alright, so those are Lenora's skills, so she can knock out guards. So it looks like she whacks them in the head with wood. She can assassinate, she can climb a wall, and she can lockpick. Alright, so we have to get her key to get her out of the lock, and it looks like she said it was in the scaffolding above her cell. So I think it's in that box. So we need to get up there. So I guess we use Eduardo again to move this. Yes. Move that. And there is no light up there, so we'll use Alfredo to go up there. See if we can light the torch. Alright, let's see. Alright, we'll take all that. The lockpicks were here. Now you have to give them to Lenora through the bars so she can use them. Alright. Let's climb down. Alright, and we have to give them to her. Interact with another party member to exchange items. Move both characters close to the gate to exchange lockpicks. Alright, so we have to move her closer. Alright, he's highlighted now. I see. Okay, so this is how we switch inventory. Alright, so let's see. So that's our lockpick. What else does he have? So she uses the boards, so I'm gonna give her the boards. And I think he can keep everything else. And what does she have? She has a knife that she uses the knife, I think, because she's the assassin. And it talked about her skill with using a violin, so I think she needs to keep that. Alright, so can she get out of here now? Yes. Alright, so she can pick our lock. Alright, so she's out now. Break is over. Let's get to work. Alright, so these guys have moved. We see some... Don't worry, I'll take care of these guards. Alright. Alfredo can investigate. Okay, so let's see. No, we don't go there. Let's investigate the footsteps. Alright, they go this way. But we need to get rid of the guards first. So he can't do that yet. So let's have Lenora take care of the guards. And let's equip up. Let's do a little less lethal than a knife. since it said that that affects her sanity level. Interesting. So she has 3 health. Wow, Eduardo has 5. I'm just looking at the health bars here. So they're a little different in their health status here. Okay. It's too dark to read. Okay. When a character is knocked unconscious, they will wake up after a while. However, if that character is dragged to a hiding place, they will not come out for the rest of the day. Okay. Alright, so we can drag him to... What is this one? Oh, we can loot the guards. Oh, look at that. He had a board and Maravedis? Small coin. Any amount of money is considered valuable within the monastery walls. Okay. Alright, and that's our dragging. Alright, and we can put him in here. Okay. Is there anything else that we can loot? Nope. Have this guy up here. See if we can knock him out. Lenora is terribly afraid of fire. Getting too close to it damages her mind, and furthermore, it stops her from performing violent acts such as attacking the guards. The closer she gets to the flames, the more she suffers. Alright, so it's telling us we won't be able to take him out. We have to do something some way else. Alright, well, let's become Alfredo, because he has his lamp. We can read that thing now. Gallery. Oh, we got another knowledge point. Okay. We go through this door. That's how we enter. We don't want to go through there. Alright, we're following the little footsteps. As far as I can see, there's a button hidden behind this tile, and it seems to connect to the pyre above. Now we can turn it off. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. I got it. Alright. So now Lenora should be able to take out that guy. Alright, so let's get them all to come. We'll make sure Eduardo's next to the flame. We'll break our bond. We'll be Lenora. And let's have her take out this guy up here. Alright, and we will loot as always. Let's see if he's got any goodies on him. He's got rubble and more money. Nice. Alright, and let's drag him in here. There's nothing in there. I need lockpicks. She can climb up here. Hi again, it's me, your friend, hee hee. What devilry is this? Where's that voice coming from? Alfredo says, relax, I know her. Is that you again, little girl? What are you doing here? You'll get in trouble if the guards see you. Wait, there's a girl in that hole? Here I am, yes, don't worry, they'll never find me here, hee hee. My friend Agnes asked me to follow you. She wants me to tell her all the juicy details. Agnes, she's such an old gossip, but I'm glad she's your friend. Tell us, have you seen that woman again? Virginia, I saw her a while ago, running away from the guards. She's lost them in that room with the big columns. I think there's a tunnel in one of the walls. What's going on here? It's hard to explain. We don't have time to waste. The girl seems to have left again. Eduardo smiles. Okay. Alright, so let's see. We got a guard here. See if we can do our whacking action on him. And we will loot him. What do you have? You have 2 lock picks. We'll take that. Alright, and we'll put him in here. And we have a chest we can loot. Alright, we got money. I wonder about the name of that money. I wonder if that's a real currency that existed in that time. Let's see, what do we have here? You can search the bodies. We know that. We've already done that. There's a document. Inmate Lenora Guzman has a violent streak. You'll recognize her by her pretty red dress. Her family's generous contributions let her keep her attire during her confinement. Okay. Can't interact. I wonder if we can knock them out. Oh, that's interesting. We can knock out them too. Oh. Alright. So I think we've done everything in this section now. We don't have a crowbar, but we still have lockpicks. So let's see if she can open the door. Alright, looks like she can open the door for us. If you all are enjoying the video so far, I would truly appreciate if you would consider liking and maybe even subscribing if you like checking out different games and maybe finding your next best favorite. Alright, let's see. So this is a room with large columns, so they said this is where they took the girl. Careful, the room is protected by 2 guards. Alright, so we see some glowy footprints. We see a pit. So we must find a way to cross that chasm. If we can put out the pyre, I will take care of the guards, Lenora says. Alright, so we have a couple of things to do here. We have that guard, so let's link up and let's cross over here. Eduardo can lift large planks of wood, transport them, and place them in certain areas, creating bridges and providing access to previously inaccessible areas. Okay, so I guess is that our next step? What is these footprints here? Alright, so we have footprints, we have to go over that way. I don't think we're ready to do that yet because we have to take care of the guards. Alright, let's loot these boxes and see what we can get. Let's loot this box. Take that stuff. Alright, so we need Eduardo. Let's see if we can grab one of these books. Run over here real quick. Alright, so we have our fire out. Oh, we can interact with that? Okay. Across, we'll take that. Let me give him the cross. Lenora should get the board. I'm gonna take this garbage stuff and these crafting materials. Because I think he's our crafter, so he should have that stuff. Let me give her the board and the lockpicks. Let's become her. And we'll let her take care of the guard. He doesn't really walk very far, does he? To loot him. Oh, that's the guy at the top smoking a cigarette. What a cute little detail. Alright, I want to grab him. Let's put him in there. Whack him. Nope, I can't whack him. Okay. Let's get all of us to go over there. Or, you know what, let's bring her over here. Because I want to see if we can take, let's close this. Alright, let's become Eduardo. And we'll let him push the button. Let him get back in the light. Let's become her again. Let's take him out. Let's loot him. Alright, I don't know if we can drag him down a ladder. I guess we're gonna find out. We can't drag him anywhere. Can we drag him over here? So we can follow our little footsteps here. Uh-oh. Follow me, guy. I hardly believe it. The girl was right. There seems to be a hidden tunnel behind this tapestry. Alright. Looks like some kind of trapdoor. Someone has used it recently. It could connect to another part of the monastery. No doubt Virginia's gone through here. Let's go in. Area discovered. Interact with furniture. I can read all that. Hello, friends. Did you find the trapdoor too? Hee hee, I went through one once. Once you're in, they go very, very far. You again. This girl is an adventurer. Eduardo smiles. Listen, please, I have news. Agnes wants to talk to you. She's in this square. You need to go through the hole in the wall. Virginia has covered it with plants. Virginia, then we're on the right track. She must be close. I must go back to my room. The nuns are about to return. Bye. Alright, let's see. We can loot this barrel. Alright, we have a worn crowbar. We'll take that. Alright, so Eduardo needs the crowbar. Using the crowbar, Eduardo can open nailed shut blue containers, pick locks and traps, knock down some walls, or tear out planks blocking the way. Use a crowbar to knock down the next wall. Okay? So I need to give him the crowbar. Eduardo. I'm gonna give her the planks. So we don't need to be holding those. And she can give him the cloth because that's a crafting material. And he can hold her scraps, her rubble. Okay. Alright, he has a crowbar now. Do we have to select it? No, he just uses it. Okay. Alright. Alright, so I guess when they use an item, it gets destroyed. Like, I'm just admiring the artwork for a moment. I'm enjoying like the glow of the fire on the floor, the light going in and out. It's just so pretty. Even like the detail, like look on the edge of the stone, indicating algae growing. It's so beautifully detailed. And I don't know about you all, but I'm liking the story so far. I like the interactions with the characters, how they have their own little unique usefulness. Cough, cough, cough. Oh, cough, cough. Damn throat, cough, cough. There's Agnes. Quick, we must talk to her. let's see, the square. Get Agnes to give you information. All right, so we're in a new area here. We've been playing for about an hour, and I like to keep these videos to about an hour, just to give you all a taste of what this game looks like, what it's about, what the mechanics, how they work, so that you all can determine if this is something that you all would like to purchase and play for yourselves, if it's worth your time or not. I like this. I like the story, I like the art, I like the interaction, I like the mechanics of this. I have not really seen a downside to this game so far. It's not a very stressful game. It's not where you're gonna get pissed and want to throw your controller through your TV. So that's always a plus. Sometimes you just need a game that tickles the mind, and you know, they has some mystery to it to encourage you to want to play, and that's definitely this. I want to know what other characters we can unlock, where the story goes, what the evil one is in the monastery, and what this stone is that Virginia has stolen. Who's the little girl in the wall? And I want to see how the day and night cycles play in this, because it looks like there can be some crafting and healing and utilizing of different skills. I wonder if this is going to be a game where we have to put a party members together to complete objectives in certain areas, that you need a specific character made to unlock a pathway through to unlock some item that we need. So I really like this game. I don't know why this game is not more popular. I think this is a rare, a hidden gem. And I'd love to hear in the comments what you all think of this game so far. If this is something that you'd be curious to play, and if you know any others that are similar to this, I would love to know what those are so that I can check them out, and anyone else watching this video can check them out. Again, it's just so beautiful. Like I'm looking at the little chickens and the grass, the details in there. So yeah, this is definitely one that I'm gonna play more and try to put it on my list to finish. If you all would like to see more of this game, like me to record more of this, let me know in the comments, and I would be happy to post another video. But other than that, I think this is a good stopping point. So again, this was the Stone of Madness. I thank you all for joining me again for this video. Again, I would appreciate, this is a brand new channel. It just got launched a couple of weeks ago. I would truly appreciate your support in liking, comment, subscribe if you want to explore new games with me. And we will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.